Okay, let me just pause. I need to sort of think for a second. Sure. So it's 1640. We really need to get them down here. Colonizing. Down here if they can. Or over here. Let's look at our trade good. Yeah, I suppose Rio Grande would work quite nicely. Yeah, since the Rio Grande trade node basically pushes through to the Caribbean and into Mexico. So, owning all the shit there will work really well for us, I think. So, alright. Well, that's what we're going to do. So, let's have a look at our rebel factions. We only have Floridan separatists, which is strange. I haven't seen them pop up before. I assume that's just because one of their provinces aren't done. In Guatemala and Patzcaro. Guatemala. Really? I figured you'd be over here somewhere. Or maybe a part of this one. Nope. Okay. Oh, you idiot. I know where these are. These are the, these are these guys. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. They're going to be religiously converted, and that will make them disappear. Yay! We now have more stuff to religiously convert. And some units that we don't really care about. Yeah, see ya. Okay. You're Zoroastrian, thankfully. That really forced the autonomy to go all the way back up. I forget about that. So, that's okay. We'll just convert that bit of Nahuatl, and I think the last one is this one. So we'll just wait until that's done, and then we'll do Tepecac. Alrighty, stability, ducats, points. Stability. I like running on +3 stability. It's one of the many, many benefits of being a theocracy. Okay, do we have provincial unrest in any way that we care about? Santee. We don't want you to rise up. And we need to give the clergy something, so we'll give them that. And now you won't rise up. Magic. Some additional production efficiency is quite nice. Our inflation's going up quite solidly now, but not too bad actually. Now we're going to need admin to core, so let's wait. Excellent, he's sending that colonist out. And basically our hope is he'll also send a colonist out to Suma once he's finished there. But we don't necessarily need to wait that long. We do have a spare colonist, because I always forget about these things. Let's grab Kentucky, which will link all this together, so that way colonizing off of here will be quick and easy as well. Alrighty. Alrighty. We no longer need these 30,000 over here. Let's get them up here. Fleet. Okay, so let's look at British Mexico is allied with Newfoundland. That's fine. I care about your overlord. There used to be a button that I could push in here. It would take me to your overlord. I suppose I can just do it that way. Austria, Trier, Portugal, and Iroquois. Ah, Portugal. Damn it. That's going to make things a little bit interesting, isn't it? Great Britain and Spain. Burgundy, Portugal, and Milan. Oh, Burgundy's eating France. Good. Good, good, good. I don't really want to have to deal with Portugal at the same time. Portugal's just a little bit annoying with all these land connections. Like, they have the ability to just field a lot of troops into places, and it's just really... ugh. So, let's unmothball you anyway. It is like a colonial hug box, exactly. They're all like, hey, oh, we got a name improvement. Look at that. Glorious. They really are. They all hate me. Actually, I don't think England really cares too much about me. I don't know. Let's see. Opinion map mode. Oh, I take it back. Yeah, they all really hate me, don't they? In fact, funnily enough, Portugal hates me the least for some bizarre unknown reason. I've probably taken the most from Portugal, and yeah, they don't mind as much. Alright, I suppose we'll get Santee done. Yeah, no, the Bretons I think are fine. I don't think the Bretons care about us too much. Yeah, see? It's fine. They do desire one of our provinces. Oh, probably this one, I dare say. We could actually give it to them. We don't need it. But yeah. In fact, it's pretty much freaking useless to us. But sure. Oh. Satushkdin. Probably a terrible 1111, so we'll just get the admin. Yeah, but I'm not going to... Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to war over that ship? I don't care about that. I'm already glorious in terms of money and ducats. It's fine. Alright. So... let's get you guys down to here as well. No, let's leave you up there so we can do with Newfoundland first. So... then once we've dealt with Newfoundland, then we can go over. Right, our brigs should be able to hold off... yeah, that'll be able to hold off that fleet just fine. So we'll do that. We'll split you in two. We're going to need some naval leaders here, so we will grab 1 and 2. They're not fantastic, but they'll do. You guys should probably go home at war at this stage. We'll see. God, we're going to have to deal with so many little navies all over the place. Oh, hey galleon. How you doing? Do I have any other weird galleons flying around anywhere? Nope, cool. Let's get rid of one of them and add that to the other. I suppose supporting independence would probably be pretty useful in some cases. Florida is pretty close to requiring it, actually. But it's pretty much the only place that is. Okay, we want to go and deal with the big fleet first, so let's get us into position to do so. Yes, I clearly want the other one. Getting rid of these pirates would be nice, but not super required. None of you here have any particularly large fleet, but 15 galleons by itself might not be enough anymore. It used to be tons, but I get the feeling that these guys have recovered. An easy way to find out is to just go to war with them, so... Tell you what, how about we just put ourselves in the same area as these pirates, so I can get rid of them. Alright, let's lower speed. There we go. Superiority wars, or are your... No, I don't want to seal off the rest of North America. Okay, so let me explain why I don't want to do that. I have 671 places I need. Okay, that's too many for me to colonize on my own. I need these guys to come in and colonize this stuff. Okay, I won't be able to. I will simply run out of time. So, yeah. Rather than sending you home at war, we might actually stick you over there, which will sort of block this little area, this little pond off. It should work well for me. We're going to have to do a ton of micromanagement in just a little bit, so... Yep, they're all going to come running. Actually, Newfoundland's not. What? That's strange. I guess if I went to war with Great Britain, they would come in. But for some reason, they won't if I just war British Mexico. Alright. That's fine, it doesn't bother me, I don't really need the land, but it happens. I was supposed to wait for this to finish. Whoops. Oh well. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh right, and because even though Portugal's joining, I don't need to worry about those, they're all Spanish ships. So it's just these I've got to deal with. Yeah, that's no big deal. Yep. Okay, everything there's golden. Oh, really? Colony in progress is fine for it too. Well, we'll set ourselves up. If it gets to like 1740 and things are looking pretty dire, I'll set myself up so that way I can do that at the end. I have no idea how many troops these guys are going to be fielding, so either way, they're going to be all on Lipan either way. I suppose we could just take this and core it ourselves. No, it's too late. We're not even going to be able to get there in time. Most likely. Manpower modifier and recovery speed or devotion. Thanks. Alright, cool. You're going to go do some stuff. That's going to be good for us. We no longer Okay, Newfoundland said they weren't going to come in, but they have. So I'm going to say to the game, liar. You're a terrible, terrible liar, pants. I was really surprised that they wouldn't come in, and then, of course, they did. So, because their overlord was in the battle, so it made sense. What the heck are you even doing? You even know where this guy is going. Well, we'll punish him for that by basically covering everything. Now I do need to be paying attention for fleets. So that 6-6 fleet is going to have to die. What we can do is, we can push you over there. There are only 5 transports, so that doesn't really matter. And then we can send this in to go and deal with whatever's going to happen here. They're just blockading. Interesting. Sure, we'll go have a peek. Alright, so I'm going to punish you for doing all that. Yeah, see, it's already a colony. How do we do this? Well, we sit on Lipan. We're still heading out to Tennessee. So we leave this big army up here, fine. No, this big army here, fine. We split the rest of them. And then we just carpet siege. It's not worth a ton of war score to do, and I've already... But, considering our war score now is about domination, isn't it? Yeah. So, big battles actually help us. I'm going to have to get used to doing that. What am I doing? Do you? 13 armies. Okay. I think we'll sort of start back here and just sort of push forward. So, well, we don't need to go to this line because these guys will deal with this line. So we'll do that there, that there, that there, that there. You don't need to hear me say that there out loud 16 times. So I will shut my gob. Oh, one off. Okay, in that case then, we'll pull another troop off and send him to Aish. Now, we'll have to keep an eye on this guy, of course, but it should be okay. Alright, over here we're basically going to do the same thing. Just, you know, a little more roughly, because we don't really need to get these to 1k stacks in order to carpet everything. I think there's less than 8 provinces there anyway, so... Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Almost like we planned it. Alright, that'll cover all of that. The port's blockaded, that's fine. This is going to be annoying. I'm surprised he's not already sending troops out. I suppose if he's only got 3,000 there, we could just build a bunch of mercs down there. But it's not an overseas province. Or is it an overseas province because you've done that? That's really lame. In that case, then it might be worth making Panama our capital. So that way it links properly. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. Alright, well, in that case then, we'll do it the long way, but we didn't really want to do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure, that'll work. And we'll wait for that. Okay, we're sending you off anyway, that works for me. Send you off to there. Wait for this one. Yeah, the game thinks it's overseas for recruitment if the land connection is severed. You just drop a fort in that narrow dividing line. Yeah, true. Yeah, a bunch of forts along here would work quite well. It's not going to cost me a whole heck of a lot to do so. Oh, wow, you're walking on me. That was unexpected. Why did you go back? Oh no, that you're new troops. Okay, yes. Alright, let's not take our eyes off the prize. That would end badly for us. Potentially. Need to keep an eye on everything here, make sure things are going a-okay. And they are. Do we want anything on this? No, it's a terrible province. We'll let them have it, and we'll take it from them later. Oh, you're already doing that. Cool. Alright, so that's everything done there. In the time it's taken him to get Choctaw's capital down to -28. Whoop-de-doo. Oh. Iroquois? Son of a... Allied with. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I forgot to go in and conquer these guys, so I really should have. That's okay. We're all good there. Just keeping an eye on everything, making sure everything is a-okay. And, as they say, everything is awesome. I do need to keep an eye on naval, so let me just do that. Just knowing me... Yep, cool. 13 lights. Let's go and deal with that. Taking a little bit of damage, but it should be okay. They're going to be easy enough to deal with. Okay. Yep, so that's all done. Oh no, that's not almost done. That's fine. Oh, hello, Poppet. 13. This is what I was waiting for, the big fleet. I knew it was out there somewhere. I was just waiting for it. The good news is that they'll probably think that they'll have the upper hand on that fleet. So, if we're lucky... They're not even going to attack it. Okay. I'm curious about where this guy's going, so... I don't want to scare him off. Oh, I've gone around the wrong side on that one. Let's go to the Yucatan. And come up there. Probably going to go help your buddies. Alright, let's follow you from behind. Let's see how this goes. Because this is the fleet we want to sink for sure. Let's get you all back on there. And the rest of you will just chill out here. Find a use for you at some point. Okay. Except for this 1,000, which will go here. And another 1,000. Which will go here. Alright, occupying things is going well. Oh! Army of Ireland. The Army of Ireland, yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Now, we don't want to scare these guys off. But we should be pretty golden. Yep, this should be a nice little fleet battle going on. We don't even need these guys over here anymore. We could send them in to just add extra firepower, but I don't think we'll need it. He doesn't even have a leader on. Wow. Well, he just lost half of his heavies. There's still 23 more heavies to go, with Portugal fielding 11 of them, and Great Britain having 8 still. How did you get to land troops here? You must have landed them over here somehow. Yep, you're gonna go deal with all that. That's fine. I figured you would. I'll send a group down there soon enough. Just you wait. Alright, we'll crush that. Alright. Good knee. Right. And it looks like you're going to head up to there as well, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to move too far away from here because of the other fleet, but it's okay. Let's send you up. And let's repair you for now. Fine. Let's repair you for now. As for you, you guys are faster, so you'll actually get there sooner. I don't think I'll actually be able to do anything about this battle. Not in time, anyway. I'm happy to lose a few more of these. No, it's not going to matter. At the end of the day, it's all going to go terribly anyway. Okay, Great Britain have a heavy there as well. Oof. I already have some Deus Volt, Budgie, don't you worry. I'm well and truly on that. Alright, we'll see what we can do about that. These 14,000 are going to become a little bit of a problem. So, do is we actually get you guys to get down to here. Okay. Religious conversion, let's keep on doing that. And nope, not quite yet. What do I want to do about this? I suppose we could fill in this little gap here. Doesn't really matter where we colonize. Well, that gap might have been nice as well. Check on those in progress colonies you got, Bane. If anything's more than 900 pop or more, you just seize and send a colonist there for a bit of fun and profit. Yeah, no, the only one that I've occupied so far is just this one. So I don't think I've occupied any other colonies so far. I think that's mostly because Portugal is actually not bothering with the New World at the moment. I think they're a little bit more occupied doing stuff along here. Actually, I don't even know where Portugal's colonists are. Oh, there we go. Hello. Portuguese Australia. Because why not? Wait. What? I've never seen that happen before.